Okay, so a lot of people ask, I'm gonna give it to you guys because, like me, I searched for tips and tricks on Spark driving as a new driver, and most of the YouTubers that do videos, they were speaking for, the experienced driver. They're speaking for big cities. They didn't really speak for like the average guy in like a smaller market, or just the average driver. Okay, so I'm gonna speak for that. First thing, don't take .com orders unless it's $2 plus per mile. Okay, now if it's slow in your market at the moment, then you can shy, you don't have to shy away from those. But if if your market's moving, then you never want to take .com orders unless it's $2 or more per mile. So what I mean by that is, if it's say 30 miles and it pays $40, don't take it. That's a terrible order, okay? Because of the time, distance, terrible. But what happens is after 6 p.m. with Walmart, usually those orders aren't taken, so they have to jump them up $10 to $15 more. So now that $40 order is $50 to $55. So say $50 for 30 miles. Now that's reasonable because you can knock that out in an hour and a half, and now you're making $50 in an hour and a half. So that's worth it. But other than that, don't take those because the people can't tip, and most of the time they never tip. Sometimes one tip that I got from an experienced driver that hasn't worked for me, but it might work for you, he would text the customer in advance and say, hey, your packages are coming in about 3 minutes, and the people will be outside waiting, and some of those people will have cash tips. So that's something you can do there, but I don't have the time for that. I just want to drop it off, and I don't want to wait for the customer to come outside. I just drop off and go. That might be a big mistake on my part, but that's something you can do. All 12 of those orders, you just text them in advance and say, hey, I'm 3 minutes away. Drop off your package, and then some people will be outside with even $2, $3. It adds up. So that's something you can do. Second thing that I wish I didn't know until after, was I only take curbside pickup orders due to the fact that I don't really get tip baited. I haven't got tip baited. I think maybe one time I got tip baited. But curbside pickups, usually the tips stand, but the base pay is usually solid enough to make it worth it. Like right now, I started I left the house at 9:40. I'm running late because I'm trying to work. I wanted to work 7 to 10 p.m., but 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., but started at 8:45 to 10 p.m. today. So my first order that I accepted, which was the best one I saw, was for $25 for 5.5 miles, 2 deliveries, one a large, one a small. I took it. Normally I wouldn't take it because this Walmart that I'm picking up from is slow, always slow. They're terrible when it comes to speed. So I accepted it only because I saw that it needed to be delivered by, it's 9:56 now. I accepted at 9:45. It needed to be delivered by 10:04. So I assumed that it would be ready by then. Because normally when it's about 15 minutes off from when it needs to be delivered, then usually it's ready. But if it's like an hour from when it needs to be dropped off, don't bother with it, because normally the slow Walmarts, they don't have it ready. The better Walmarts that are usually fast, because everybody has in your market the slow Walmart, fast Walmart. Keep track of that, because the fast Walmarts, you can accept those as soon as they come in, because usually those orders are ready. But slow Walmarts, even if it's like 10 minutes until you got to drop off that order, they'll still have you out there waiting 25, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. So avoid that. But curbside pickups, you kind of want to base that on at least $2 per mile, okay? But what I do is I try to do 25 an hour. So I try to wait out a $25 or more order. Then when I get the 25 or more order, then I'll be willing to take a $15 or $16 crop order, somebody that didn't tip, as long as it's not apartment going, off the first floor, then I'll accept it, because now I'm making $40 in this hour and 15 minutes. That's how you keep your ratio good to where you're able to continue making $25, $30 an hour. Because some hours, because of you nitpicking, only accepting good orders, 25 plus orders, sometimes you might have 1 hour that you don't get anything. Because for me, I don't take .coms unless it's literally $2 per mile. So it has to be 25 miles, $50, then I'll take it. Otherwise, I don't bother with those. So curbside, I take $25 plus, and then if I get one of those in an hour, then I'll take a 15, 16, just so I can keep my ratio up. Now I make $40 for the hour, hour and a half, and then now I can be kind of stingy with taking a crap order the next hour. And I don't really base it per hour, I base it per day. So if I'm going to work 10 hours, I don't really keep track of I did this per hour. I just try to, like, in my head figure 25. Now I took 15, then the next one I want to make sure it's 25, or I might take another 15 because I figure I'm going to get another 25 next. So you just got to, like, weigh it out and just get a feel for it. Next thing is the people that tip you, not saying get bad service to people that don't, but people that tip you, make sure you send them that message, your order has arrived, say thank you, I appreciate you, and make sure you leave everything where they want it. Okay, if they say side door, put it at the side door, and make sure they can open the door, because that's one big thing. People, they'll put it all in the front, so now the screen door, they gotta push the screen door out, and now, groceries spill all over the ground. So watch out for that, because that'll get the tip taken, and that'll get your rating, bad rating. But most people, my experience, I haven't been tip baited, but I know there's some tip baiters in my market. I haven't bothered with even checking. All I do is go to the day, or wait 24 hours, and then I look and see if any of the tips were removed, and then I make sure the tips add up. So at the end of the day, just add up your tips that you're expecting, and then the next day, if you're missing some, then you can go back and search. I haven't seen any missing yet, noticed any missing, so I've gone with the flow. Next thing is, the best thing that works for me as a new driver, now this is somebody that's doing this full time now, I try not to take a break. So I try to literally just push through. If I'm gonna do 8 hours, I'm gonna do 8 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours. I just go grab some fast food, like after I drop off some order, and I know I'm gonna be waiting for another order, then I'll just take an order that might not be ready for 15, 20 minutes because the delivery time is like an hour away. I'll just accept it if it's a good order and just go and grab some Wendy's, or just grab something to eat, or pack lunch, or if you're doing real good, go to get a steak or something, enjoy yourself. You're in your car, eat, and then when that order's ready, pull up to that Walmart, eat there, and when that order's ready, keep it moving. Because if you take that break, it kills you, because it just throws you off. Now that's my experience, because the days that I've taken a break, to go to the YMCA to play basketball with my son, it threw me off, because now it seems like the 2 hour, 3 hour span, everything slows down. Now, if it's slow, then yeah, you could take a break. But for the most part, if you're moving and you're making money and you're doing good, just keep it going. Because mentally, if you stop, when you come back, you're gonna have like a half an hour, 45-minute wait to pick up groceries after you even get an order, and you're just killing yourself at that point, because you're gonna be demoralized, because you feel like you're not making anything now, because you just had this break. Now you just had to wait 45 minutes for your first order to come out, and now you're just moving. So if I was you, I would just keep the app on and just keep it going. Trying to think of anything else here. Other than that, those are the biggest things that I wish I knew. I'll say shop and deliver orders. I didn't know to not follow the Walmart app. Okay, just look at the list and go to pick up whatever items already where they're at. Do it that way, so that way you can go aisle to aisle, in order, instead of like going from the dairy all the way to the other side to bread, and then all the way to the other side to meat. It's just a mess, and it slows you up. So I just get all the items, and I didn't realize you can actually start the trip thing. You just go to the list and just click individually. I was actually putting everything in a buggy and then scanning, but yeah, you can actually go to the list, you click each item, you add it. But yeah, those shop and delivery orders, I knock them out faster than they expect, so you make more money doing that. Other than that, yeah, keep out of water and just enjoy. I mean, Spark in my market is great. I don't know how you guys' markets are. You guys tell me if any of you guys got tips that new drivers, things that worked out for you as a new driver, that other people could learn from or use. Leave it in the comments. Appreciate you guys for watching. Continue to subscribe. That's all I got for now. There's a few more things I'll add in another video in the future. I'm out. Peace.